Guess what? It's time for math with pens and pencils. It's all about comparing costs and splitting things fairly. Here's what we're told. 3 pencils cost as much as 2 pens, and 1 pen costs $2. So, what's the price of 1 pencil? Here's the trick. 2 pens cost $4 total. That's what 3 pencils cost. So just divide $4 by 3. And boom, each pencil costs $1.33. The final answer is choice C. Pen or pencil, it pays to break things down. It's time for a quick visual logic challenge. Can you spot the sequence that breaks the pattern? Here's the rule. Every time you see a dark shape, the one after must be light. Simple, right? Look closely through each sequence. A and B follow the rule. D ends with the dark shape, no problem. But C starts with the dark shape and then another dark shape. That is the rule breaker. That's why C is the correct answer. 2 dark shapes in a row? Can't have that. Keep it light after dark. You're looking at how the student divided their 100 study hours across 4 subjects. Your job, figure out how much time they spent on English. Zero in on English section. What percentage does it show? Now think, how does that percentage translate into hours? If you said 15 hours, spot on. And here's why. English accounts for 15%, and 15% of 100 is, you guessed it, 15 hours. Stack up your brain power. Here's the visual riddle. How many blocks will be in the force figure? Watch closely. Each shape grows by adding a new row. First has 1 block, then 2 more, then 3 more. What's next? Yep, 4 blocks added to the pile. So the total is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 equals 10 blocks. And the correct answer here is choice D, 10. It's all about building layer by layer. You're given an abstract square design with 1 section removed. Your goal, figure out which one of the 4 options completes the image perfectly. Here's how we're gonna solve it. Examine the shapes closely. Which option matches the angles, lines, and positioning of the missing part? If you have selected option C, you're absolutely right. It's the only shape where every angle and line matches perfectly. Shopping math time. Ever wonder how tax sneaks into your final bill? Let's find out with this quick problem. You're buying a jacket that costs $80. The sales tax, 8.5%. So what is the total you actually pay? Let's run through the numbers, and no need to panic. It's just a little percentage math. Here's how you solve it. 8.5% of $80 is $6.80. Add this to the price, and you will get final answer, $86.80. That's how tax adds up. Now you won't be surprised at the checkout. You see 4 clocks. In each one, a hand has moved, but only 1 clock shows a perfect 180-degree turn. Can you find the right one? Look at the start and end points. Remember, a 180-degree movement means a straight line flip across the clock face. If you have picked clock B, you got it. That hand travels from 12 to 6, exactly a halfway around. That's your 180-degree turn. In this question, you're presented with 6 letters, and you need to build an English word. The letters are T, O, P, A, L, P. Here are 2 caveats though. You need to use each letter only once, and you only have about 10 seconds. Let's get started. Time's up. Do you have your answer ready? I hope so, because you would be amazed how simple the answer actually is. In fact, what is compact, a foldable device combining a screen and a keyboard designed for versatile computing and productivity on the go? The answer is laptop. Let me spell it for you. L-A-P-T-O-P. T-O-P. And the device is actually extremely cool. And almost everyone used it at least one point in their lives. I hope you got it right. But you might ask, what if I didn't? Try this question to see how you would do. You're presented with 6 letters, and you need to build a word by using each letter only once. The letters are F, O, F, E, D, E. And to make sure you get it 100%, here's the hint for you. It's a morning drink with caffeine. And once you're certain with your answer, post it in comments and I'll give you my feedback. Good luck with this intriguing challenge. Are you ready for a brain hack? Remember, practicing often can make you smarter and sharper. Let's dive into this question to supercharge your mechanical aptitude skills. 2 kids are playing on the seesaw. One child weighs twice as much as the other. The heavier child sits closer to the center. If the heavier child sits 70 inches from the center, how far should the lighter child sit to make the seesaw balanced? Your choices for the answers are choice A, 35 inches, choice B, 70 inches, choice C, 140 inches, and choice D, as close as possible. Remember, we're enhancing your skills here to make you smarter, so you need to solve this question yourself. And just like on the real test, I'll set a timer for you to solve this. Make sure to lock in your answer before timer's up. Let's begin. Time's up. Have you locked in your answer? Now let's go through the solution together, and you will be amazed how simple it is to solve it. When 2 children sit on a seesaw, weight is applied on both sides. A seesaw balances when the weight and the distance on both sides create equal force, called torque. Since the heavier child weighs twice as much, the lighter child must sit twice as far to balance the seesaw, keeping the torque equal on both sides. Since the heavier child sits 70 inches from the center, it means that the lighter child should sit 140 inches away to balance the seesaw. And the correct answer here is choice C, 140 inches. In this question, you're presented with the spinning roulette wheel. Today, croupier spins the wheel toward you, and the numbers on the wheel are 17, 23, 35, 47, 71, 32, 53, and then comes your number, which you need to calculate and select out of 4 possible choices. Choice A, 70, choice B, 71, choice C, 73, and choice D, 74. It's your lucky day today, and you can win big. Just take a moment to review the question and think it through, just like you would on a real test. Make sure to choose your answer before time is up. Then I'll be here to go over the solution with you. Let's get started. Time's up. Do you have your answer ready? This game today is very tricky, but knowing how smart you are, I'm pretty sure you will be getting the prize, because the pattern here is really simple. Take a close look at the numbers on the opposite sides. What is the relationship between 17 and 71? I think you've got it. Numbers on the opposite sides are reversed. 17 reversed is 71. Let's continue spinning our wheel of fortune. 23 reversed is 32. 35 reversed is 53. And you know what time it is now, right? It's the time for you to claim your prize. 47 reversed is 74. And the correct answer here is choice D, 74. Are you excited for more? Especially now when you know how to solve these types of challenges. Try this question to see how you would do. You're presented with the wheel. Wheel has 8 numbers. First number starting at 2 o'clock is 27. Then comes 23, 35, 37, 72, 32, 53, and then comes the missing number, which you need to calculate and select your answer out of 4 possible choices. Choice A, 70, choice B, 71, choice C, 73, and choice D, 74. Once you've calculated your answer, share it in comments and I'll give you my feedback. Have fun with this intriguing challenge. Here's the brain booster for your engineering brain. Practicing regularly isn't just good, it's transformational. Let's tackle this question and level up your abilities to make you shine. A solid cube is floating in a container of water. If the cube is replaced by another cube of the same size but greater density, what will happen to the water level in the container? Your choices for the answers are: choice A, level will increase; choice B, level will decrease; choice C, level will stay the same; and choice D, depends on the material. Remember, we're enhancing your skills here to make your abilities shine, and you need to solve this question yourself. And just like on the real test, I'll set the timer for you to solve this. Make sure to lock in your answer before timer's up. Let's begin. Time's up. Have you locked in your answer? Now let's go through the solution together, and you'll be amazed how simple it is to solve it. To answer this question, we need to understand the physics behind it. The amount of water displaced depends on whether the cube floats or sinks. In the first container, lesser density cube floats, and the floating objects displace their weight in water, partially submerging. We know that the second cube is higher density, so it will submerge deeper or fully submerge. So this is how we're gonna solve it. The first cube floats, so it displaces only enough water to balance its weight. The second, denser cube sinks, just because it's heavier. And the second cube will displace more water because its entire volume is submerged. Or, I guess, submerged deeper than the first cube. Now let's look at the original water level. You see, when cube floats, it's at a certain level. Now the second cube is heavier because it's higher density. As it's submerged deeper, the water level rises. Which means that the correct answer here is choice A, water level increases. But wait, are you ready to practice your skills? Try this question to see how you would do. A solid cube is fully submerged but still floating in a container of water. If the cube is replaced by another cube of the same size but greater density, what will happen to the water level in the container? And your choices for the answers are: choice A, increase; choice B, decrease; choice C, stay the same; and choice D, depends on the material. When you're confident in your answer, post it in comments and I'll share my feedback. Good luck with this fun challenge. Solving this problem might be tricky now, but it's exactly how your brain learns to think faster and sharper, so make sure to keep going. You're presented with the series of shapes and numbers. The numbers are 3, 9, 27, 8, 4, and then comes the missing number, which you need to calculate and select your answer out of 4 possible choices: A1, B2, C3, or D4. Remember, we're here to sharpen your skills, but first you need to give it a try on your own. And just like on the real test, I'll set a timer. Make sure you lock in your answer before time runs out. And once you finish, we'll walk to the solution together. Let's go ahead and get started. Are you ready? The typical way to solve these types of challenges is to detect the pattern. Or maybe I should say, 2 variations of one pattern. And I truly hope that with the hints, you were able to detect it yourself. Let's take a close look at the shapes and numbers. If we go from the left to right, you see that the shape sizes are increasing, and the numbers are increasing as well. Numbers are 3, 9, and 27. Then there are 2 shapes of the same size, and the numbers in those shapes are 27 and 8. And then the pattern reverses, and numbers start decreasing. If you've noticed that, it's very easy to detect the pattern. In fact, next number is calculated as the previous number multiplied by original number in the sequence. For example, 3 multiplied by 3 equals 9. In fact, numbers represent 2-directional sequence toward the middle, which increases from left until the middle, and then reverses. Let's start from the left. 3 multiplied by 3 equals 9. 9 multiplied by 3 equals 27. At this point, pattern reverses, and we need to start from the right. Can you calculate what would be missing number multiplied by missing number equals 4? 2 missing numbers equals 4. If it's too difficult for you to calculate, we can try it another way. 4 multiplied by missing number equals 8. So the missing number can be calculated as 8 divided by 4 and equals 2. Let's verify it. 2 by 2 equals 4. And the correct answer here is choice B, 2. Let's test your problem-solving abilities with this cool question. You are presented with 3 shapes, and the 4th shape is missing. You need to select your answer out of 4 possible choices by determining which shape comes next. Your choices for the answers are choices A, B, C, and D. Just like on a live exam, stay focused and lock in your response before timer is up. Once you're ready, we will reconnect on the other side and review the answer together. Let's go ahead and get started. Time's up. Are you ready? The solution is clear once you see it, but it takes some thought to get there. Let's dive in. Let's determine the first pattern here by looking at the dark shape. Let's call it a funnel. If you look closely, you see that the funnel in the first shape points up, then it moves 90-degree clockwise, then again 90-degree clockwise. Can you determine funnel's position in the missing shape? I think you got it. It should point 9 o'clock, right? But if you look at the answer choices, choices A, B, C, and D all point the funnel into 9 o'clock position. Not much help there, right? But let's keep looking so we can find the next pattern. Let's look at the squares in the middle. You see small square and large square. If you look closely, you see that the small square is not changing, but the large square changes the shape color in the background. The first shape has large square with the white background, then darker background, and then back to the white background. I think we're getting somewhere, right? Don't you think so? In order to truly get to the final answer, we need to look at the small diamonds. In the first shape, there are 6 small diamonds. In the second shape, there are only 4 small diamonds. And then in the third shape, there are only 2 small diamonds. It looks like the pattern here with the small diamonds is that the number of them decreases by 2 with every step. Knowing all 3 patterns, let's build a target shape. In target shape, the funnel should point at 9 o'clock position. The large square should have a darker background, and there should be no small diamonds in the large circle. Based on this logic, the correct answer here is choice B. Are you ready for more? Try this question to see how you would do. You're presented with the series of shapes, and you need to determine the missing next shape in the sequence. Your choices for the answers are choices A, B, C, and D. After you've determined and selected your final answer, post it in comments and I'll share my feedback. Enjoy solving the school problem. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you for helping us to become one of the largest YouTube channels to help people become smarter, increase your IQ, and to pass any test. If the content of this video was helpful, please make sure to click the like button to help YouTube algorithm promote this video and help other people to find it faster. Giving us a like is also a way for you to tell us that you need more content like this, and when you tell us, we will deliver it for you in the future. For links to free and premium resources, please check the description and comments of this video. You can also go directly to our website, howtoanalyzedata.net, to download the materials related to this topic. I really appreciate your endorsement, support, and patronage of this channel. And thank you for considering to become a member and considering to subscribe. Please leave feedback, suggestions, or corrections in comments. And all the best on your journey. I'll see you in my next video.